your output. Okay, this is your enable input. If enable input is equivalent to 1, what happens? Whatever your input will be passed on to your output. If enable input is equivalent to 0, if enable input is equivalent to 0, what happens? Input will not be passing to an output. That is nothing but it is like a switch, like it is controlling itself, the switch, right? If see input is passing to output, it is nothing but short circuit, whereas input is not passing to output, that is nothing but open switch. Okay, that is what this is your tri-state devices. This is for active signals, active tri-state buffers, whereas suppose it is an active low, this is active high, so this is your active low signal. That means, see here, if at all I provide 0, then only this will be enabled, so whatever your input, you will be getting your output. Okay, that is nothing but your active low. Like this is non-inverting buffer, active low, non-inverting buffer. This is your active high, non-inverting buffer. Okay, what about inverting buffer? See here, if this is your enable input, if your enable input is equivalent to 1, okay, if your enable input is equivalent to 1, whatever your input will be your opposite of that. That means if suppose A is your input, you will get A bar. Okay, at the same time, if suppose, consider this one, if enable input is equivalent to 0, if enable input is equivalent to 0 indicates here, if suppose you are A, you will get A, you will not get any state. Like see, as you are providing enable input is equivalent to 0, it will not provide your output. See, that means if your input is equivalent to 0, your output will be equivalent to 0. If your input is equivalent to 1, your output will be equivalent to 1. If at all enable input is equivalent to 1. For active high buffers. Okay, if suppose what happens, if it is like enable input is equivalent to 0, what happens here? If at all input is 0 or 1, you will be getting some high Z state. This is called your high impedance state. That means you will get some other value other than 0 or 1. The diagrams, you can see that enable input is equivalent to 0. If enable input is equivalent to 0, what happens? If enable input is equivalent to 0, even though whatever your input signal cannot be passed on to your output, even though you are switching on the bulb, but bulb doesn't glows. Okay, next. Okay, from this diagram you can see enable input is equivalent to 0. As the switch is not on, you cannot have the bulb. Now 1 hour sir. ఇక్కడ ఆపండి, మీరు అలా మార్చుకొని వెళ్ళిపోండి, నేను దాన్ని బట్టి చూసుకొని చెప్పేస్తాను. ఓకే, సీ హియర్ ఎనేబుల్ ఇన్పుట్ ఈస్ గివెన్ అండ్ ఇన్పుట్ ఈస్ స్విచ్డ్ ఆన్. Okay, bulb is switched on as enable input is given so that the bulb glows. Okay, if enable input is equivalent to 1, they cannot use the same common bus. If suppose input is using this common bus, memory should not use this common bus. So at a time only one can access this common bus, as this bus is a bidirectional bus, and at the same time only one can access this common bus. So how it can be done? By using tri-state devices or tri-state buffers. By using tri-state buffers, we can enable n peripherals, okay, to the same bus. See, in the cells, like it is like 3 to 8 decoder, depending upon your enable input as well as your signals like A, B, C. As we know that 3 to 8 decoder, okay, in 3 to 8 decoder, depending upon your inputs, okay, A, B and C, A, B and C, that means suppose consider 0, 0, 0. If it is like 0, 0, 0 given to a 3 to 8 decoder, what happens? Suppose let us assume that Y naught is active. Okay, Y naught is active. So Y naught is given to this buffer. Okay, suppose this is active low. As we know that 3 to 8 decoder, only one pin will be active low, remaining all pins will be in active high state. So as this is active low, what happens? This buffer will be enabled. So whatever be this P input can access this common bus. Okay, depending upon your input pins. Suppose your enable input is equivalent to 0, what happens? Whatever may be the input, outputs were not assigned, so all the outputs will be active high, so you will not get your output at the common bus. Suppose enable input is equivalent to 1. See here, depending upon your enable input, whatever your data or whatever your input will be accessed by the output. Okay, similarly, if suppose 0 1 0 0, like see this here, or A B C, this is most significant bit, this is your least significant bit. Suppose consider 0 0 1 case. If 0 0 1 case, then Y1 will be active high, active low, remaining all will be active high. Okay, are you people are understanding? That means depending upon your input, as 3 to 8 decoder, it is active low signals. See, from this figure you can observe it. Okay, it's an active low signal. It enables only one signal to be active low and remaining all will be in active high. As if suppose one is active low, that will be connected to your enable input of the buffer. Enable input of the buffer. As that is connected to the enable input of the buffer, so whatever your Q can access the same common bus. That means suppose n peripherals, as there are n inputs, can access the same bus only one at a time. Only one can speak with that common bus at a time. Okay, that is the advantage of this circuit. Okay, let us coming to the next slide. 74 by 541 IC. Okay, in 74 by 541 IC, you will be having suppose like 8 inputs, right, ranging from A1 to A8. Okay, at the same time you have like enable inputs. These two are enable inputs are active low inputs. At the same time you have some Y as your output. You can see here from the diagram, from the circuit diagram, you can see this, right. See, so this is your suppose G1 of L, this is your G2 of L. This output is connected to the what? The output is connected to the enable input of the buffer. This is connected to the enable input of this. See here, if suppose if G1 of L and G2 of L are 0 0, that means this AND gate will be on. So you'll be getting enable input is equivalent to 1. So whatever the data, that means whatever your inputs will be passed on to your outputs. That means you can see here all the 8 tri-state buffers will be active at a time. Okay, all the tri-state buffers will be active at a time depending upon your inputs generated from this signal, enable input. Okay, if suppose enable inputs like G1 of L and G2 of L are 1 1, what happens? As this is active low, but you are providing 1. Okay, 1. So what happens? This AND gate will not work and you'll get enable input is equivalent to 0. If enable input is equivalent to 0 for all the 8 buffers, what happens? You will not get the output. That means whatever your A input, you will not get that Y output. Okay, so depends upon your enable input. Mainly depends, sir. See how to write a program for that. Okay, library IEEE and use IEEE underscore this, and what is your IC number, that is IC 7450. Suppose this is your A inputs, that is A0 to A7 is your inputs, and Y0 to Y7 is your outputs, and you will be having some, if this G1 of L and G2 of L are 0 0, so what happens? These two are enabled. These are active low signals. So as these two are enabled, that means whatever your input will be accessed to your output. So Y is equivalent to A. If enable input is equivalent to 1, what happens? Okay, Y will be some other value, that is high impedance value, that is some Z value. Z value you are assigning to Y. Okay, and if end process and P. See, from the circuit diagram, you can see that microprocessor has been driving some input peripherals, peripheral A and peripheral B. Okay, this is your microprocessor has been accessing some input ports. This input port 1, input port 2. Okay, so that means the microprocessor has to read the data from the input ports. If microprocessor has to read the data from the input ports, what it will happen? See, so first you have to enable it, enable input. That is what you can see here, read. So first you have to assert a read operation. At the same time you have to assert enable input, that is G1. Okay, see, in that circuit diagram you can see that selection line as well as a read operation, selection 1 and read were assigned to first input port peripheral, first peripheral. At the same time read as well as selection line 2 has been given to input peripherals 2. Okay, from that whatever the data, suppose depending upon your enable input as well as read input, okay, if these two are activated, so what happens, that particular input peripheral will be selected. All that 8 buffers, all that 8 tri-state buffers will be activated. So whatever the data that is there from the input terminals will be accessed by the microprocessor common bus. See, from there you can see that is a common bus running there, common bus running from peripherals to the microprocessor. So microprocessor has to take the data from the peripherals. Okay, from the peripherals microprocessor has to take the data. Okay, so which peripheral, from which peripheral the microprocessor has to take the data? How it will be knowing it? So by using enable input as well as selection line. If selection line 1 is asserted, in the sense you are accessing the first peripheral, so what is the data in from the input peripherals? What are the input peripherals? So this is your input peripheral 1, peripheral 1. So whatever your user inputs, see from this diagram you can see this is your user inputs, A1, A2, A3, so on your user inputs. Whatever the user inputs will be placed onto your Y1, Y0, Y1, and this Y1 will be provided to a microprocessor. Okay, so at the same time, if suppose selection line 2 will be provided to peripheral 2, what happens? This peripheral will be active, so whatever your inputs will be placed onto the Y output. Next is, okay, if you see here, see I am taking G underscore L is 0 and DIR will be like 0. See here, I am providing G of L will be 0. At the same time DIR will be 0. So it is 0. Okay, that if you are giving active low, okay, this will be non like 1. At the same time you are providing input as 0. Okay, what happens if 1 and 0 will be given to an AND gate, 1 and 0 will be given to an AND gate, so what will be our output? Output will be 0. So output will be 0, and that 0 will be fed as an enable input to this buffer. As enable input is equivalent to 0, there is no data transferred from A to B. Okay, at the same time coming to this AND gate, okay, coming to this AND gate, this 0 will be provided to active low. Whenever for active low, whenever you give input is 0, that will be activated. So that means this will be in active state. At the same time you provide 0 input, as this is like inverter. So if 0 input you provide, so what happens? 0 bar will be like 1. Okay, so 1 1 given to your AND gate. AND gate output will be 1. So that 1 will be provided here, that is enabled. So whatever the data from B to A transfer takes place. So see here, G of L is 0 and DI of R is 0. It indicates that data is transferred from bus A to bus B, bus B to bus A, sorry. At the same time, if you consider 0 and 1, if you consider 0 and 1, see here, now I want to provide G of L is 0 and DIR is 1. That is G of L is 0 and DIR is 1. Okay. and G of L is 0, so that is active low, so this is will be in on condition, and this is active low, so this will be in on condition. That means 1 like active low, these two are enabled. At the same time 1 you are providing, so 1 you are providing, that means this is also active high. Okay, but at the same time 1 is given to this inverter, so 1 complement will be 0. Okay, 1 and 0, 1 and 0, 2 and AND gate, 1 0 AND gate will be output will be 0. But whereas here 0 this is enabled, at the same time 1 you are providing, both are 1 1, so output will be 1. So this one will be provided to enable input. So what happens, the data now transfers from A to B. Now the data is being transferred from A to B. So depending upon your direction, okay, depending upon your direction, DIR value 0 or 1, whether the data transfer takes from B to A or A to B, it will be resulting it. Okay. And similarly, if suppose G naught of L is not 0, if it is 0, it is 1, what happens? If your enable input is equivalent to 1, what happens? If your enable input is 1, that means this will be in active low state, so that means you are providing 0, at the same time output will be 0. Okay, as this output 0 will be provided to your enable input, so both these buffers will not work. So whatever your data, whether it is like input port A or whether in your input port B, you will not get your output. So this is your hijacked state. Next slide. See, from this truth table we can see that there you have control inputs. At the same time that control inputs were provided to 74 by 541 IC, and there are two buses, bus A and bus B. Suppose the data has to transfer from bus A to bus B, depends upon your directory value. Okay, if direction is equivalent to 0, that means the data transfers from bus B to bus A. If direction is input is equivalent to 1 and G of L will be 0, that means the data transfers from A to B. Because of tri-state buffers, you will be having 8 tri-state buffers. So all that 8 tri-state buffers will be active, all 8 tri-state buffers will be enabled. As all the 8 tri-state buffers will be enabled, so whatever the data transfers from B to A takes place, or from B to A takes place, or from A to B also takes place. Okay, this is where you can transfer your data from two different buses. At the same time you can transfer 8 bits of data. You can see that 8 bits of data from bus A to bus B you can from that circuit diagram. You can see there it is like enabled. Okay, you are giving the input, you are getting the output. If it is not enabled, even though you are providing your input, you will not get output. See, from that diagram you can see, if it is enabled, whatever your input will be transferred to your output. If you are enabled, whatever your input also, you will not get your output. Okay, there you can see like data will be transferred from A to B or B to A, or like tri-impedance state. So that is nothing but your transceiver. That means both it acts as a transmission as well as receiving. Okay, whether A is going to transmit the data, B is going to receive the data, whether B is going to transmit the data, A is going to receive the data. Okay, that is what your transceiver says. See, coming here, there you can see U is nothing but your uninitialized input and X is nothing. See, as we are telling that it is like high Z state. Okay, as we are telling what is high Z state. In VHDL coding you have only 0 and only 1. Okay, you can represent either with 0 or 1. But what about this high Z state? How you are going to represent this high Z state in VHDL? Okay, that is called like STD. By using stdu_logic, you can define that whatever unaccessed inputs like high Z state, that means either you can represent it with Z or either you can represent it with X, that is nothing but forcing unknown value to some value, either like weak 0. So if you see in VLSI, either input may be weak 0 or either it may be weak 1. So all these comes under your, and say there you can see L is nothing but low, like weak 0 or weak 1 or don't care conditions, all comes under your high Z state. Now coming to the circuit diagram, see here, there you can see a decoder. Okay, that means there are 4 data bus, that means there are 4 inputs. As we saw that like how the microprocessor is going to take all the 8 bits from the user inputs. Okay, how the data is going to transfer, we saw. But suppose there are, you can see like dataset A and dataset B, dataset C, dataset D. That means there are 4 datasets. Okay, by using some decoder, you are enabling only one dataset. Okay, that means right, as we know that, see there you can see like 2 inputs. Okay, A and B as your inputs, like it is like binary decoder. Depending upon your inputs, only one line will be selection high. Okay, that means let us consider this is active high. Okay, if this is active high, this is going to give to an enable input of, suppose connect, it is like dataset, suppose this is your dataset A. Okay, depending upon your inputs A and B, only one output will be active high, so that will be given as an enable input to the dataset A. In the meanwhile, dataset B and dataset C are disabled. Why? Because only one will be active high and that is given to the enable input, whereas remaining all will be active low. As all are active low, that are given as an enable input to the 2 buses, bus B and bus C. So these two will be in these two will not work as enable inputs are low. So whatever the data that is given to that input, you will get your output. Okay, that is sent to your data bus. See all these lines, right? These data lines. Okay. At the same time, if suppose depending upon your input, suppose y, this is your y0, suppose let it be y1. Okay, y1 is activated, that is provided as enable input to the data set B. So as enable inputs are provided to data set B, so whatever the data set B, that is transferred to the bus. At the same time, data set A and C will not work. Okay, this is what. Now we'll design or we'll write a code for 8 input. Excuse me, right. There you can see enable input, you are enabling that IC. At the same time, you can have selection and input. That means you are selecting which IC has to be used. Okay, at the same time, A, B, C, D indicates your 4 data sets. Okay, as there are 4 data sets, and each data set, you see here, one data set, another one more data set C and data set D. There are 4 data sets. See, one data set A, B, C, D, 4 data sets, and each of 8-bit length, each of 8-bit data. So that's why A, B, C, D are taken and each of 8-bit length and providing X as your output on the data line. That is nothing but one constant Z. That means if suppose any other value you are giving other than your inputs, so it will be obviously assigned to your Z state, high Z state. There you have used like decoder, like 2 to 4 decoder. So that 2 inputs acts as your selection line inputs. Okay, depending upon your selection lines, either you can use either you can access A or B or C or D depending upon your selection lines. Okay, see, as you have seen here, a decoder is having 2 inputs A and B, so only one output will be activated. So these 2 are acting as a selection lines. If suppose it is a 0 0, if selection line is equivalent to 0 0, so what happens, A data bus will be activated. So whatever the data that is present in A will be set to the common bus. Papa, me glass board ko dando. Horrible it is. Like, see what? No markers. No marker will write well. చండాలంగా ఉన్నది, ఒక్క మార్కర్ రాయట్లేదు. వన్ అవర్కి ఏమి చెప్పలేదు నేను, అంటే కొన్ని చెప్పాను, అంత బాగా రాదు, ఏదో ఒకటి గుడ్డులో మెల్ల. see, in the previous diagram you have seen that, right, 2 to 4 decoder, that is nothing but A and B as your selection lines, as well as you have like Z0 as your enable input, and you have some outputs. Okay, so as your, it is like 2 to 4 decoder, 2 inputs and 4 outputs will be provided. That is, let it be Y0, Y1, Y2 and Y3. This is connected to the enable inputs of a tri-state buffers, right? All this. So whatever be your data, like suppose A1, A2, so whatever be the data. So depending upon your selection lines, whatever, so all this bus A, data bus A is selected. So whatever the data that is there, that will be accessed by this common bus. Okay, at the same time, if suppose you are providing some other inputs, if selection line is equivalent to 0, 0, so data bus A is selected. If inputs are like 0 and 1 and 0, 1 and 0, what happens? Y1 is selected, Y1 is attached as an enable input to bus B, data bus B. So whatever the data that is there in that data bus will be transferred to your common bus. At the same time, like 1 and 0, what happens? Bus C is selected. If it is like 1, 1, what happens? D is selected. So 4 data buses, each of 8-bit length, will be accessed by this common bus only one at a time. Okay. Next, see, from there you can see if selection line is equivalent to 0, 0. If selection line is equivalent to 0, 0, that means Y in data bus Y is selected. So that is X. X will be your output. This is your X. X will be your output. So whatever the data, that will be transferred to that common bus X. That is like, if suppose you are not providing 0, 0, like, then you will be provided, else it is like impedance state. Next again, selection line and G select, as well as if selection line input is equivalent to 0 and 1. Okay, if G underscore L is equivalent to 0, you are enabled and your selection line bits will be 0 and 1. So what happens? Y1 is selected. It indicates that your common bus will be accessed by only bus B. Okay, data bus B, data bus, whatever the data bus, that is the data available in bus B will be accessed by the bus X. Yes, some high impedance state. End if end process. Next comes under if selection line C, that means you are providing 1, 0, 1, 0 as your selection line. So what happens? Y2 will be activated. Y2 will be given as enable input to data bus C. So whatever the data bus, that means here you have 8 like this, so on like that, 8 data buses, that is C1, C2, C3, so on up to C8. All this C8 will be transferred to the X of bus length of 8. Okay, or else it will be in like high impedance state will be assigned to X. Similarly, data bus D also, that means here you have to take care of only 2 things, right? Enable input as well as your selection inputs. Like you are using like 3 to 8 decoder, that is nothing but 74-138. So from this you can see that this 3 to 8 decoder is acting as an enable inputs for data set A, data set B and C and D. And one data set can access this common bus one at a time.